Hello, everyone. Well, welcome to the second week of the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Tournament. I'm THK.
I'm Captain MD13, and we have got a good one for you today, folks. It is round 2, and today we've got awp82 versus kirbymastah, both coming off one win in their first week.
So something we need to get out of the way immediately. These two have a few gentlemen's agreements for the settings. So the very first thing is that they're going to have random, like between 1 to 3 random starting items. So there's going to be up to 3 energy transfer modules wherever these items would have been. The other thing is that we have a random starting position for one of the save stations. So normally they would start at landing site where the ship is, but oh, here we go. Dark beam, 50 dark ammo. So it's dark beam, space jump, and spirit attack that they're starting with.
Oh my.
That's gonna be interesting.
And they're starting in Torvis.
That's Dark Torvis. That's Dark Torvis.
They
That's
are starting
right.
near Boost Guardian.
Oh boy. That's gonna make things a little bit tricky for them.
Actually, I think the only thing they can do is go straight to Boost Guardian. And Meditation Vista.
They have to go back to Meditation Vista, yeah.
Yeah, because they don't have Boost Ball, which, or Light Beam.
Oh boy, an Ops game is hating him right now.
Yeah, his system doesn't handle Dolphin particularly brilliantly.
Yeah. So the one last thing that these guys oh, is that a suit? No, that's a...
That would be Boost Ball.
Boost Ball, yeah. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the last gentleman's agreement that these two have. Well, there's a couple more. The difficulty setting for the logic is trivial and not glitchless. So it is gonna expect them to do simple things.
Now here's an example of why starting in lower Dark Torvis rather is bad. You got to deal with these commando pirates on one energy tank.
And no power bombs. Or missiles.
Now, you do have Dark Beam, which does do double damage to light-based enemies, at the very least.
Did we also go over the random elevators, too? These guys are also doing random two-way elevators between areas, so...
That is... Yeah, so if they go for the elevator at Torvis entrance, it may not take them to Temple Grounds. It may take them to Great Temple, Agon, or Sanctuary.
Op actually does not have a lot of energy left, so he can't take the terminal fall. He's gonna have to be really careful with these commando elites.
Yeah, the commandos do 5 damage each hit.
I think he's considering just going to the Dark World and using the Barrier of Light to heal up.
That is actually not a bad strategy.
And that is bombs.
And Light Beam in Path of Roots, not Path of Roots, excuse me, Abandoned Worksite.
Huh.
So it appears that, the game starts you in Torvis, and Kirby, I think, forgot he's going to do a bomb space jump, okay.
He could have just used Screw Attack over there, but...
I was thinking the same thing. So yeah, the logic does take into account their position and the items they've been given, but again, it is trivial logic, so we could be seeing... Yeah, not no missile tanks. And no gravity booster here, but either, but I think I would wager this is missiles.
Yeah, that's missile tank. So
there we go.
Missile expansion. So now Kirby has a lot more open to him. I wonder if he's gonna plan on doing air underwater if this item is something important. Air underwater I don't think is trivial. I think that's probably normal.
Yeah, I think it's trivial as well. It looks like an ammo tank, light ammo.
Yeah, light ammo expansion. So That's...
So yeah, now Op has healed up after spending some time in the light field, and will now have to take out the commando pirates after triggering them. Kirby getting a little bit surprised by the exploding flowers. Now, though the elevators are randomized, the elevator room itself does tell you where it goes to. For example, when Kirby gets to the Torvis entrance elevator, it will say transport to blah, blah, blah.
So that Keyboard lore is just an expansion. So I think Kirby's not gonna bother with
yeah, he's not gonna check other areas of Torvis.
That's Luminoth Temple. So
this is Great Temple, I think.
Yeah, that should be Great Temple. Yeah,
it is. Looks like Temple Transport Emerald. So
I could not see what that is, but Kirby's going for it. Oh, that's Spider.
Now
Kirby's having a think.
Yeah, now I
can't blame him.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. In with elevators randomized, is the door to is the translator door to Temple Transport Emeralds down right now? Well, I mean, Kirby's gonna show us that. Yeah, it's down. So we are gonna get an Alpha Splinter fight.
It's always going to be on your first pass through here.
Okay. Except that field is a little low, and you could just space jump right over it.
But I think Kirby remembered, oh wait, this game... So if Kirby were to just peace out, he would be missing out on the item here. So
yeah, that'd be no good.
That's not... Like, this could be something incredibly important, so he does not want to miss out on this item.
Especially early game, because the randomizer does tend to put a lot of stuff in play early. Although, to be fair, in the few minutes, besides our starting upgrades, we've already got Light Beam, Bombs, and Spider and Boost Balls. So, literally, we're down to one Morph Ball system.
Yeah, that would just be Power Bombs. That's Emerald Translator.
So that's a way out of the temple now.
Yeah.
One of these two items had to be a translator.
Yeah. Now, what would be funny is if we have Vanilla Violet.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny. And we can even get the item in Transport B access right now, too.
It is...
I think it actually is Vanilla Violet.
Oh my god, it is!
Oh my.
Red Temple Key and in Cache 4.
Alright, that's not too bad. Now, Op is making showing us some divergence here, and is showing us Torvis Temple.
Yeah, that was one of the options that Kirby decided to pass up on.
Yeah, and it should be noted that, especially for Trivial, that Trivial does take advantage of the fact that certain destructible objects are destructible by way more than the game thinks it should, than you normally would think it should be. For example, in Transport A access, that our Spider Ball, Kirby just used Boost Ball to zip through that debris.
Kirby just found Power Bombs.
So that's all of our Morph Ball systems.
Yeah. If he can get it.
Well, it's a Power Bomb tank, but you can at least still use them.
You can still use it, but the logic is not going to expect you to have Power Bombs from that. It's still going to assume that you need main Power Bombs to get to... that's going to go to Agon Temple.
Yeah, so that's... yeah, that's the... and that needs a Power Bomb to get out of. How convenient.
Does that mean...
Technically, I think that means the area is out of logic. I can't tell what that is in the Torvus Temple, but we're going to get a good look once Op finishes off these pirates.
I think Kirby's trying to think of it. So main power bombs has to be somewhere nearby then.
Yeah. Like, for example, this could be vanilla super missiles with the temple having the main power bomb.
No, that's a missile expansion. Kirby also finding a missile expansion.
Yep, sure is. You're right.
Oh, and that's a good point that Dark Zero in chat pointed out. He's Dark Zero being the Rando dev for the Echoes. He missiles are not in logic either because we don't have the missile launcher.
Well, Op's checking the temple access item, which is our seekers.
Well,
so
okay,
yeah, now they do.
Missiles are in logic now. That's an energy tank there in what is that? Depot D?
Storage D.
Yeah, storage D.
Now, Kirby's not getting the item because what he wants to do is reload the room after fighting Dark Samus. Getting the item in Storage D does force this reactor room to reload.
By the way, one power bomb is all you need to kill her.
Very nicely done.
Yeah. Power bombs do, what is it, like 50 damage per frame or something?
Something along that line.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage.
But yeah, you can see by the fact that the door still needs a few seconds to open here, that is the effect of the room reloading.
Mm-hmm.
So now we'll get to see what this item is, as well as the key bearer.
Yeah. It's a Sky Temple. It's a vanilla Sky Temple key.
So
so Powerbomb Guardian is required. There's no getting around that.
Yep, unfortunately, because the in-cache will not load until you get Powerbomb Guardian's item. Not just kill him, get the item, as we unfortunately saw a couple of weeks back. That did end up causing a headache.
Yeah.
Alright. Op with his secret missiles in tow, now following Kirby into the temple.
Mm-hmm. Gonna be getting his spider ball.
Now,
you have a power bomb, Kirby. You can get this item.
Yeah, I think he just realized it.
Yeah, he's not. I don't really think he's gonna be coming back. That's a Sky Temple key. Okay.
How convenient.
Very convenient. And his screw attack didn't work. Yeah, I don't know what was up there either. I don't see a reason not to fight Bomb Guardian on the way out.
Yeah, I would definitely do this. I would definitely do Agon Temple and Bomb Guardian now, just because you have. Well, you might be down at Power Bomb, but you still have Light Beam, which does deal a decent amount of damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if Screw Attack works, though.
Amber is a dark ammo expansion, so nothing there.
Yeah, so with our current equipment, we have Bomb, Space Jump, both beams, and Biologica Missile Launcher, so we can pretty much do a full-blown Agon clear here.
Yeah, pretty much. We don't have supers.
True, so the only thing we can't check is Warrior's Walk, but we can check everything else. We've got Boost Ball and Spider Ball, so we can check both mining stations.
Important to note, Kirby doesn't have Seekers, so he can't check, what's that room after Mining Tunnel?
He cannot check, Mining Station B, or Storage A by extension. Op can. He has Seekers.
Op can, but Kirby can't because, again, Kirby doesn't have Seeker missiles.
To answer a question in chat, the this version of the randomizer does take off the GameCube version. If it took off the trilogy version, a lot of tricks would not be doable.
I have never seen War Wasp during this fight, by the way. This is weird.
It might have to do with picking up the Agon energy controller item, but nevertheless, kirbymastah nails the 2-cycle.
Yeah. So Kirby did a very specific set of shots there to manipulate the damage, and normally you can only kill it in, I think it's 3 rounds is the minimum intended. But by manipulating how much damage he did, he was able to squeeze out just enough in the first phase to be able to kill the second phase in one go. Is that a suit up there?
I don't know, but it looks like Kirby's getting it.
I think that's a suit.
It absolutely is a suit.
Okay.
Yeah, early suits before your first Dark World dip. I mean, granted, they started in the Dark World, but before your first post-intro Dark World dip, incredibly useful, because it just gives you 6 times as much time in the Dark World.
By the way, we can't check Sand Cache either because we don't have Amber.
Good point. Good point.
And we also don't have Echo Visor for Mining Plaza.
Oh yeah, we could talk about Mining Plaza later. Yeah,
I don't think
I'm sure.
Not Diggle, Op would want to.
I'm sure he's going to check it once he gets the opportunity.
Oh
this
yeah,
time.
no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. For those who did not catch the tournament opener, Op's first race, Light Beam was in Mining Plaza. And Dark Zero in chat makes a good point. There's a couple of Dark Agon checks we can't make because we're missing Light Suit and Annihilator Beam. But for the most part, though, there's a lot of Agon we can sweep.
What check in Agon needs Light Suit?
In Dark Agon, Feeding Pit needs Light Suit. Because it's underwater.
Light? Oh, yeah, that's right.
And in Cache 2 is the Annihilator door. It's Dark Storage C. Op should have Emerald Translator. Because he did fight the Alpha Splinter. To answer a question, chat. Alright, so Kirby's gonna...
Yeah, so interesting fact about this puzzle, it only checks if you blow up this last one here. You don't need to do the entire puzzle.
Yeah, it's a nice little... it's one of those things that you're not expected to be able to get to that third trigger, so out of sequence, so they don't bother programming the other two to actually have a factor. And to inform in chat, we did actually start with Screw Attack. Kirby and Op agreed to have a random save station start with 1 to 3 random items. So the 3 items they were given were Space Jump, Dark Beam, and Screw Attack.
Wow, that was a laggy power bomb.
Yeah, power bombs can generate quite a considerable amount of lag. That looks important.
That is Sonic Boom. That is not important at all.
It didn't look like a missile tank. If it's for this, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So going back on the, technically we're actually, as you had mentioned before, we're still out of logic because this area is locked by main power bombs. If I had to hazard a guess, main power bombs are or super missiles, so we can get to the other upper Torvus elevator. Probably in upper Dark Torvus.
I'm thinking probably on Boost Guardian, if anything.
Yeah.
Boost Guardian, or the room right before him. I don't know Echo's room names all that well, so
the room before Boost Guardian, both rooms, both are called Dark Torvus Arena.
Oh, are they? Oh,
yeah.
It is just one room, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which, that item on the half pipe is perfectly pick-upable with Screw Attack.
Well, they also got Boost right there in Meditation Vista.
Right, but even if they didn't if they went for Dark Torvus Arena first, they would be able to pick the item up, although they would be soft locked because they couldn't get back around.
Why wouldn't they?
Because of the crumble blocks in the path leading up to Boost Guardian.
Oh, I think you can actually make that without Boost. just as long as you have bombs.
Oh, okay.
It's just dumb and on higher logic settings.
Okay. But yeah, when I speak about like expected, I usually refer to like what the game is expecting you, not what these runners are capable of. Yeah, because to these two, logic is merely a suggestion, and that is a Sky Temple key in storage A.
Huh. Well, that's one Sky Temple key that Op's gonna have up with. There's another Power Bomb expansion right there on Junk Guard.
And we're gonna get a nice look at the junction site here. And that looks like super missiles.
That is indeed super missiles.
Oh boy.
So, never mind when I said earlier, we can check Warrior's Walk now.
Yeah, this routing is actually really convenient for Kirby. The only major downside is he
can't get
gonna
that
have
Sky
to leave
Temple
behind.
key.
Yeah, he's gonna have to leave behind storage A and oh, by the way, yeah, boost ball kills those crystal thingies.
Yeah.
Lightbringers.
Boost ball, Annihilator beam. I think there was one super missiles. I think.
I don't think super missiles, if you can believe it. But that is our first Dark Agon key in Ink Cache 4. That's the key we were hinted at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Kirby knew that was there, and it's not a bad idea to pick it up because you never know when a Morbus is going to be required.
Yeah, lately the motto I've kind of undertaken is if you do not have the hint, get the keys. Because with the translator hints...
Unless it's an Ink Hive key.
Right. Yeah. Well, even then, if Quad has the Annihilator beam, then you need those.
You can
by logic.
Well, by logic, but no, you don't really. You can just do a BSJ over that gate.
Another missile tank there in Warrior's Walk, and that is
gravity
booster.
It's just gravity boost, not gravity booster.
You get the idea.
Yeah, it would make sense for it to be called gravity booster, but it's not.
So, and with super missiles in tow, that does make Lower Torvis a pretty tantalizing play, because they can get down there now.
There's Cobalt.
Yeah, Cobalt, that's a few options open for Sank, or mostly hints, because Cobalt only locks two major things in Sank.
Cobalt doesn't open a whole lot on its own. That did not look like anything in Mining Plaza.
Yeah, it looked like a missile tank.
I thought that was an ammo expansion. Kirby picking up his gravity boost. Cobalt is the one in Sanctuary normally, yes. Violet is Temple Ground, Amber is Agon, Emerald is Torvis, and Cobalt is Sanctuary.
So Op went to the elevator, to the Agon entrance elevator, and discovered that takes him to Lower Torvis. So that's pretty big intel.
That is very interesting.
The thing about that particular elevator right now is that is technically not accessible because we can't lower the statue normally from the back side. We have to do it from the front, which we can do now since we've got Screw Attack and Super Missiles. And both ball upgrades, Boost Ball, and Gravity Boost.
I'm going to expect Kirby to open up Dark Oasis now, even though he can't get it, because they would just save time on the backtrack later on. And he knows that it's a Sky Temple key, so... Ooh, nice BSJ. Whoa! I've never seen that camera angle before.
Yeah, I mean, it's Echoes.
Yeah.
That can be the legit verified explanation to a lot of the things you see.
Echoes. So yeah, to get that Sky Temple key, Kirby is going to need to beat Powerbomb Guardian and get the item, and beat Powerbomb Guardian and get the item, and B, find Dark Visor.
And C, find Light Suit.
Yeah, that too.
So yeah, we can defeat Powerbomb Guardian now. We've got the means to get to Under Temple, but that's only one of the 3 blueprints.
So Kirby is probably just gonna clear out Pirate Labs here. What is down there? Access looks like I missed.
I think that actually might be Amber.
I don't know. I don't think even he's getting a good look at it.
Yeah, that was a tough check.
It's either Amber or a missile.
Well, we'll know if he goes back for it for sure.
Yeah.
But it could easily have been misinterpreted as both, at least on the first glance.
Yeah.
Second one, I think I was starting to lean towards missile.
It looked a little more like a missile on the second glance. Kirby coming over here, check the key bearer lore and the item. That's an energy tank.
The key bearer is actually...
Oh, do you have to change the layer to get the key bearer?
Yeah, you need to kill the pirates and then reload the room.
Yeah, okay.
Now, Op, meanwhile, is following in Kirby's footsteps to go into Dark World, so we'll eventually pick up those super missiles. And with Seekers in tow, if he can find a way to Torvis Quadrant, he can check his Sky Temple hints.
He could. Yeah, because he's going to get super missiles after he takes out Jump Guardian.
Yeah, and goes to Junction Site. So yeah, this is actually starting to become really interesting because there are already a lot of options on the table right now. Granted, we still have to find the right elevators and whatnot, but we can check a large quantity of Torvis and Agon right now, so there's a lot we can do.
I guess Kirby wants the energy tank. And get the key bearer lore, which is an expansion. So
yeah, it's that shield is invulnerable to all weaponry.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kirby's not going back for the item.
Kirby. Yeah, so I definitely think it's a missile that Kirby would be going for that if it was Amber.
Yeah, looks like his next port of call is Storage B.
Not a bad play, because there's still other items back here that he can get. That is a missile.
Yeah. Incash 1, by the way, was also a missile, so... I was about to say, Op, you have Spider Ball, you might want to get that.
Yeah.
Now, another reason that Lower Torvis does become a pretty attractive play after finding super missiles is that you have Emerald Translator. Torvis has 6 hints in total, all of which we can get to now. So there's some good intel in Torvis as well as the items.
Yeah, this room's annoying with the layers overlapping.
Mm-hmm. Metroid's latching onto you in cutscenes. In fact, case in point.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing, secret missiles are required, so Kirby is going to go back for those eventually.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know they're back in Torvis, but yeah, he is going to... He's going to go back, bro.
That is still pretty crazy that you have to go to the Dark Torvis Temple to back... Oh, there's your main power bombs locked by super missiles.
Wait.
You were supposed to... Here. Wait. Super Mrs. Agon. All right. I'm confused.
Yeah, I am too. What is this logic expecting?
Yeah, let me think this through for a second. What's the other... I wonder if...
There has to be another elevator going to Agon.
Yeah, the one from, the one that takes you to, portal, not portal access, excuse me, transport access. The secret elevator. Yeah, that would take you to Agon. But to get to the secret elevator...
Do we have a way there from Torvis, though?
Yes. Well, actually, wait. Where was Emerald? In the temple.
Emerald was in the temple, yeah.
Which you had to go to Torvis entrance to get to. Right? Torvis entrance. So you were expected to backtrack after getting Emerald to go all the way back around through Light Torvis, backside Light Torvis, through, like, near the plaza, to go with your Emerald translator to get to drop the door to underside the temple, so that you can get to the secret missile door.
All I'm getting from this is that the logic is convoluted.
Yes, but it does now make sense.
Sure. I'm just gonna stick with the whole powerbomb expansion takes us here. Oh, that's...
Actually, yeah, because the powerbomb tank was in storage C, right?
Yeah, but the logic doesn't take expansions into account, just the main item.
No, the main powerbomb was in storage C. Yeah, because you didn't need... Because, yeah, the other way to Agon would be the other way to Agon is the Torvis elevator. At least we think. The Torvis secret elevator, the Torvis temple elevator. Yeah, I'll write it all down and explain it all later, but I know what the seed is expecting me to do here.
This is super convoluted. That's just all I'm gonna... Oh, Kirby's heading back to Torvis, by the way, and found another Sky Temple key. We're gonna see a Boost Guardian fight, maybe?
Now would not be a bad time to do it.
Yeah. He's going that way.
So that means the only non-Agon or Torvis elevator is the underside, wait. I gotta think this through some more.
Grapple beam?
No, that is a light tank.
Oh, it is. Okay, my bad. That powerbomb looks a little... Okay, never mind. I was going to say it looked a little off, but I guess that worked. So yeah,
luckily...
if you don't know, lay a powerbomb after Boost Guardian swipes, and it's always going to kill him. That's a Dork Torvis key.
Oh boy. That's not something you want to see when you don't have hints.
It really is not, no.
Although we don't have a grapple yet, so Chica wouldn't even be in logic by these settings.
Would it be in logic with having screw attack?
Oh yeah, we do. We do have a grapple. We have the tier 2 grapple. Never mind. Putrid Alcove here giving us another energy tank. We're good on energy tanks now.
Yeah.
Not power bombs in Kirby's case, though.
Nope. There's one.
I actually just realized something. The secret Torvis elevator can't possibly take us to Agon because we already have 2 Torvis elevators take... Oh, wait. Never. I'm sorry. I'm being a dummy. The Torvis entrance takes you to Great Temple.
Yeah.
I don't remember if we saw this. It was a missile tank.
Yeah. Yeah, Op saw it. That's the missile tank up there at the top. Hunter rings are jerks.
Yeah, unless you have Annihilator Beam.
They're still jerks. Even with Annihilator, they'll still just decide to take a swing at you and then call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
That's another missile expansion. So despite the back-to-back-to-back major expansions, it's starting to slow down a little.
It is. And I think the reason for that might actually be that our progression is in Torvis, Lower Torvis. You know what? I better write down where these elevators are taking us.
Kirby's trying to figure out where to go. I don't think he's lost. I think he's just trying to figure out where possible progression could be.
Alright, so I've written down the 3 elevators we do know about.
Okay. Kirby's going to do the easiest secret world in the game, by the way.
Forgotten Bridge?
No. Portal chamber.
Oh, yeah, because there's literally just a hit and you can just jump.
Yep. So, out of bounds are allowed in the rule set. The logic doesn't require you to use it, but if you know it, it's an advantage that you're allowed to use. So he's just going to ceiling warp into here.
Yeah, now he walks towards the door to make the game think he's moved into Torvis Lagoon here, because if he tried to load another room while in Torvis Lagoon but not let the game realize he's there, that would have crashed. Memory overload.
If you try to load another room while the map is on the wrong room, it'll try and load 3 rooms at once, and it can't do that. It'll just freak out and crash. Progressive suit is in Wind Chamber Gateway.
If we can get access to Torvis Quadrant or even GFMC Compound, we can get that.
Yeah.
Which is required anyway, because we need to go to Dark Oasis.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's another Torvis key in the Torvis Temple entryway.
Yeah.
Great Bridge, excuse me.
Signs are definitely pointing to Chaika.
Yeah, we have another item and hint check coming as well, since we are going to get to see the Torvis Energy Controller now.
Okay, he got it.
Nice.
Yeah, if you know the timing for that spawn, you can shoot a charged dark beam up there, and makes the aerial troopers really easy to take care of.
Yeah, very nicely done. Alright, Omp is now just wrapping up his Pirate Labs journey. And Torvis Energy Controller survey says it is more missiles, but the hint... By this point in your run, you should have consumed 200 milliliters of water to maintain optimal hydration.
Remember to hydrate, kids.
Yeah, that's one of my that's up there among my favorite hints. Now, Kirby didn't pick up that missile tank, so scanning this isn't gonna open the hologram.
He's just So now he's about to get his seeker missiles.
I think he just realized what happened.
Yeah. I imagine he's gonna get this item really quickly before heading down to Lower Torvis.
Yeah, he's also probably gonna check the hint as well.
Oh! Okay, I think I understand what the secret door thing is. For,
Oh, Morbus is guarding Sky Temple Key 3.
Morbus required.
+1 of Morbus going on my list.
Yep.
And we've only found 1 Agon key.
Yeah.
I'm guessing whatever was in Torvis Grove there was just a missile.
Or something that's, like, not worth it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so this is probably our intended way to Torvis, not towards Agon.
Sank Gate. That's Sank Gate in Temple Ground, so that's at GFMC compound.
Okay. So we're still not going to Lower Torvis.
So let me make a note of that.
Mm-hmm. I think Kirby's trying to...
Yeah, because he can get through to GFMC. I'm trying to figure out how we can get to Agon. I'm still trying to figure out how we can get to the Agon elevator.
Yeah.
That's at transport access.
Amber Translators and Vault.
Ooh. That's a late spot for that to be hiding.
Yeah, very late.
Now, actually, this is actually going to work out for Kirby, because Light Suit is right around the corner.
Yeah, it is.
And because he defeated Jump Guardy, he can grab the item on the ship, too.
Yeah, he can indeed. Actually, doesn't he need to change the layer off of the initial visit? Oh, I guess not. Okay.
Not for that item, I guess.
That's an energy tank. I don't think he would mind duping that.
Absolutely not, yeah.
So if you pick up that item and then trigger the cutscene, it'll respawn that item. So Kirby essentially got 200 energy, and he only had to watch half a second of cutscene to do that.
Yeah, and actually finding Temple Grounds is really nice. Now, here's a minor hiccup. We can't open that door yet because we actually have to trigger it the first time. To answer a question in chat, you cannot go above the, I think it's 14 energy tank cap?
14.
Yeah, it just will add a percentage to your total. That's all it's going to do. All 14 for the vanilla. I don't know if the cap is different for the randomizer because of the split beam tanks.
I think it takes it out of
so.
Oh, valid.
Well,
Valid.
One of 3 validators. So yeah, that energy transfer module would be taking the place of one of the 3 items that we started with. Now, granted, the logic obviously does not take that into consideration, of course, but
that's where I would have put it.
Yeah. And there's our light suit. So So now Feeding Pit is in logic, and that's the second piece of our Dark Oasis puzzle. We just need Dark Visor.
Yep. I'm only gonna copy paste it if we actually see the hint.
I'm not gonna copy paste it. I'm just gonna say it out loud.
Well, I mean, I am too, but I'm gonna say it out loud and post it in the chat.
I'm actually thinking that the elevator that is near here, the temple, the one that goes to Great Temple from here, that is, I think, the elevator that takes us to the Agon transport access.
I think that's supposed to be our logical Agon access.
Because, yeah, all you need is a missile to get that, and we could get those Seekers, so...
Yeah. Kirby's heading back to... probably finally going to Lower Torvis?
I would wager so. The item density and the hints are all there.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't triggered the gate the first time, because you have to scan the thing so the gate moves the first time, then break it. Oh, I guess, never mind.
So expansion, Hydro Dynamo.
Oh, there's a, I'm not sure if Kirby got this Sky Temple key in, transport access.
I don't believe he did, no.
Fascinating. We had a missile tank in Hydro Dynamo Chamber.
See where this elevator takes us. Well, I guess we're gonna find out just by going there.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be the temple grounds.
Yep.
Temple grounds. Agon entrance. Agon
French
gate, I
vanilla.
should say. Fascinating.
We got a French vanilla entrance. Quadraxis is half dead.
And meanwhile, the other hint.
Chica has a power bomb expansion.
Okay, well, at least Chica's dead.
Yeah. A Cursed Lake has an expansion.
Kirbymastah is getting this red key in training gathering hall. I don't think he can through the force field.
Yeah, if a Sky Temple key or even Dark Visor is on Umos, then Quadraxis is technically going to be required.
Mm-hmm.
But all bosses is dead.
Yeah, Op's now going to go to the ship and probably going to just quickly divert to do the hive chambers. No, he's going to save and reload at the ship first. That's actually not a bad idea.
Not at all. Oh, Inghive. Blah.
And we already know that Quad's dead, so yeah,
dead.
Hive keys are garbage. Well, I should say access to Quad. Quad doesn't have Annihilator, so yeah, keys are junk by logic.
Mm-hmm. And even then, Kirby knows Quad skip, so. Dark Missile Trooper has a light ammo expansion.
So yeah, I think... So now I just need to try and piece together what can get us to Agon Gate.
Yeah.
Because if I can figure out how we get to Agon Gate without power bombs, then we've got the seed figured out.
Yeah. This is still a puzzle that's in the back of my mind. Yeah, it was a very weird spot for... We wouldn't be confused like this if, Oh.
Okay, Quad's dead.
Yeah, rip Quad.
So that's both our other bosses dead, so it's only a Morbus and
Just a Morbus.
Possibly Spider Guardian. we know Amber is in Sank Vault, so the only elevator that is kind of not worth it right now is Temple Transport Amber's elevator.
Emerald. We
Thanks,
already
game.
knew that. Thank you, game. I like how an Emerald hint gave us a hint for Emerald Translator. Is Op about to check Hall of Honor dead?
I think so.
Oof, that's a bonk.
Yeah, now this elevator does take us back to this elevator. Kirby doesn't know this, but this is just going to take him back to Agon.
Yeah.
The Inkesh in Defiled Shrine is a validator.
Oh yeah, actually Op can check Sky Temple key hints now.
He's absolutely going to check his Sky Temple key hints now.
Yeah. No doubt about that.
Looks like it was missiles or an ammo tank.
I didn't see it. Yeah, that's exactly what Op is doing right now.
I'm trying to remember if he got the hint for the other suit. I don't think he did, because that hint was in at GFMC compound.
I don't believe a major. What was that? Transport A access?
That is the that's the spider ball.
Okay. So that's another thanks game moment.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby, remember he didn't get this item and is about to get his cobalt. Have we found a way into Sanctuary yet?
Yes. One of the elevators does take us to... Oh, no, that's Sank Gate, sorry.
Yeah.
There are two other elevators off can check here. The Torvis Gate elevator and the Torvis Quadrant elevator, both in Great Temple. Or Temple Grounds, I should say, excuse me.
And the hint that Morvis had was that it's holding Amber, right?
Sky Temple Key. Amber is...
Oh, yeah, Sky Temple Key. That's right. What was the hint for Amber then?
Amber is in Vault.
That's right, yeah.
And that's a Torvis key, so that's not required.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Op doesn't know that yet, because the Chica hint came from Lower Torvis.
Yeah. Kirby's gonna kick himself when he sees this.
Oh, actually, I'm being corrected that apparently the Sank Vault side elevator was in Temple Grounds. It was probably the elevator to at GFMC. My apologies. But anywho, let's see how our last 5 hints, I should say, are going to play out.
Alright. Kirby's about to head there himself. Let's see. We've got... Oh.
Airy. Dark Samus 2 required.
Yeah. Hazing Cliff.
There's almost always something in Hazing Cliff.
Yeah. Dark Agon Temple.
We know that one.
And Dark Oasis. Yeah, we know that one.
So this is the only mystery.
Calling Chamber.
Oh, Calling Chamber, Hazing Cliff. Go figure. That's been happening a lot lately.
It's like back to back.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So we need. So we're looking for both visors.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. We don't need Annihilator, I don't think. Unless Annihilator is locking one of those two things.
That would be the only time it's required, yeah.
Yeah, Op needs his light suit. You are absolutely right, chat.
Op is like right there, though. Wait, did he get the hint for that wing chamber?
He didn't, but he's right here, so he's probably gonna get it. At least I don't think he did. Because that hint was an emerald, and he hasn't read any emerald hints.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna get it.
Maybe.
No, definitely. Why would you pass through this area with super missiles and not check wind chamber gate? Then again, I could very easily be debated, but...
I mean, there's another elevator over... Well, actually... Does that gate require amber or violet?
It actually requires amber, so actually, yeah, Op can't check that elevator.
Yeah, okay.
So I stand corrected.
This is the only option, then.
Yeah, he's also going to go through this way to get to GFMC.
I love how every scene that fight is made a joke.
Yeah. If not by rapid fire light beam, then by dark beam missiles, and if not by that, then by a power bomb.
Uh-huh. One of these days I'm waiting for someone to just flex on it with screw attack. I don't think Op checked this item, did he?
GFMC?
No, that energy tank that Kirby just got.
He did.
Oh, he did? Okay.
He checked both hive chambers.
Okay.
And I'm sure he's happy to see that energy tank.
Kirby is...
He's reset. Oh, he's resetting to return to the ship quickly. Both the items in hive chambers were trash. Oh, wait. That's not gonna... Well, he saved at the ship, yeah. So he's save warping. Well, not save warping, but soft resetting.
Yeah. Well... Oh, yeah, no, we have... Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, he's got Violet, so he can get back out.
No. It's like, I'm not used to a random starting position.
Yeah, I thought for a split second that he was going to return to Torvis 2, but no, that's if you save warp. I'm sorry, I said the wrong terms. I should have said soft reset instead of save warp.
Yeah. So Kirby is about to get his hints now. And he's not going to be too happy about the airy hint.
No, he is not. And this hint, Op is gonna be a thanks game for Op. Oh no, that's the Ember Translator hint. My apologies. Now that's 2 energy transfer modules. We're still looking for one of them. Well, we're not looking for one of them, but yeah. So it was mentioned earlier that you can get to the security station gate with without power bombs, without triggering the gate, right? So if that's the case, I think I've got the seat figured out now.
Yeah. There's actually 3 modules, Lamono, and that's because they started with 3 random items.
Yeah,
so
any random...
It took those items out of the pool.
Yeah, any items that were, like, in the pool or given to our runners at the start have been replaced in there where the game would have put them with energy transfer modules because they literally do nothing.
Mm-hmm. Seeker missiles.
So yeah, I think I've got this seed figured out, and try to bear with me because it's a little topsy-turvy.
Okay.
So you were expected to go get your Seeker missiles and your light beam with your current equipment. You could then You also could go get your spider. You had to go get your spider ball at the Great Temple, because you can do that from the Torvus entrance.
Right.
You then had to backtrack through the backside of Torvus because you didn't have super missiles. You had to go to the backside of Torvus to go to the Torvus elevator that Op just went to.
Uh-huh.
Which would take you to the Agon portal. Oh no, it wouldn't take you to the Agon portal. It would take you to the It would take you to the Sanctuary Gate, which is in front of GFMC.
Right.
And where was Violet? Oh, you have to go all the way to get Violet, too. Chad makes a good point.
Yeah.
You then had to go take that Torvus Temple elevator to the Sank Gate near GFMC. You had to trigger the door so that you can change the layer. Go back and bust it open with Screw Attack, because Trivial Logic does expect that. You can scan the other gates at 2 rooms later, past communications area. Mm-hmm. So you can trigger that, so you can get through, jump over those 2 gates with Space Jump, and go to the Agon Gate with Violet Translator, which will take you to the Agon Portal Agon Transport access. Then you go to Dark Agon to get your super missiles, to get your main power bombs. That is the sequence the game is expecting you to take here.
That is way too convoluted for the solution that these runners just took.
Absolutely.
And I mean, it's an area required seed, so what do we expect? Yeah, Kirby. Yeah.
He's just looking at
it. Yes, Kirby. It's another area required seed.
And there's the Amorbus.
Oh, yeah, he didn't get the Amorbus hint, did he?
I don't think he did, no.
No. Oh, this is going to be a fun interview.
Oh, yes, it will. Yeah. He should know about Dark Oasis, yeah.
He does. He got that hint. Calling chamber.
This is a red temple key here in Plaza Access, and it is one of the Agon keys.
That's the last one. Alright, no, not the last one. That's another one.
Yeah, I think Op only has 2. Yeah, he only has 2.
Yeah. Kirby also only has 2.
Oh boy. And he just soft reset here to return to the ship.
Yeah, Kirby likes to write down the temple hints on like a notepad, so...
Oh, believe me, the notepad is full this seed.
Yeah, no kidding.
But no, you are absolutely right. This is going to be a great interview. I can't wait to explain this whole logic chain to them, and it actually makes sense in the end.
You know, you explained it to me, and I still can't make sense of it. That's how convoluted it is.
All right, Torvus Plaza is yet another energy tank.
That is vanilla.
Still not going to say no. I mean, safety is safety, and there's no mechanic where you want to be at low health in this game.
Nope. Well, I mean, technically, if you're looking for specific drops, but that's it.
Now, this is the Torvus Quadrant elevator Kirby just took, right? Yeah, so this is Sank Vault side. Okay.
Yeah, that should be Vault side.
Okay. Actually, to answer question chat, the pedestal of Metroid Prime 2 is the Umos energy reward because you're expected to defeat Quadraxis and return the Sank Temple energy.
Thanks, game.
Mining Plaza's not much better because, yeah, you need to beat a Morbus, return the energy, and have Echo and Screw Attack.
That's a key, and it's gonna
Hive.
to that key.
Boring.
Yeah. Not gonna check that? Okay.
I think he's going to trigger the quad first.
Yeah.
Just get it out of the way. Now he's intentionally leaving the head alive so that after he takes out the legs, the head has lower health.
That's not... No, you damage the head and then you take out the body, and then it's just a quick missile for the...
Alright, we're getting a Sank map station check here, and it's just a light ammo tank.
Yeah. It's nice to have, but not really needed.
Op realizing he might need to rehydrate a little right now.
Yep. I think Kirby just got denied by a res bit.
Happens a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
I believe that is Grapple Beam.
Yeah. We have Screw Attack though, so Kirby's just gonna say no.
Because, yeah, that's the only, like, white glowing item we've got left.
So a lot of people don't seem to know this, but the solution for this puzzle is actually stated as Amber, Cobalt, Crimson, Emerald. And the very, very easy way to remember is that it's just alphabetical order.
I did not know that until like 2 weeks ago, and my mind was blown.
Yeah. Yeah, the puzzle is alphabetical order.
Hall of Combat Mastery containing a cheeseburger.
Thank you, game.
We kind of need a Violet Translator to get here. I think. Or definitely, because it was the Torvis quadrant elevator.
Right. Wait, what are you talking about, Dark Zero? I don't remember mentioning Dynamo Chamber. Unless I'm not understanding what room Dynamo Chamber is. Like I said, I am not familiar with Echo's room names at all. I am learning them as we go.
Yeah, meanwhile, Kirby getting the, taking the full goods from the spider's treasure.
And being held hostage by a couple Warrior Ing.
Nothing a Power Bomb or two can't solve.
No. And Cliff is saying hi.
Yeah, Warrior Ing can hold you in place if you are in Morph Ball.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Diggle. Yeah, it's probably meant to be directed at MD then. So, talking about the what is it? The logic to get to Agon.
Yeah.
It is very, very dumb logic. The 5th key icon on the tracker it was a mistake when the tracker was made, but we're just using it to track how many ETMs that people get now.
Alright, Hive Dynamo works as an expansion. That's a red key.
Uh-oh.
Agon,
Oh,
keep Spider Guardians
no!
logically required.
Spider Guardian required.
+1 Spider Guardian.
Oh, man.
And both our runners know a Morbus is required, especially since what was with that screw attack? Thanks, Wall.
Oh, Ops going to Powerbomb Guardian now.
Yes.
Thank you, game. Oh, I'm sorry. ETM stands for Energy Transfer Module, which does absolutely nothing in this game. It doesn't even add to the percent. It doesn't you can transfer energy without it. It's just like
it's not even an item in your inventory. It literally exists solely for a cutscene and a text box.
Oh no, it's not even just the. It does show up in the inventory technically, but once you get Violet, it's just there. You don't even have to actually pick the item up. It does absolutely nothing.
And that's why we use it as our like junk item if the pool is already occupied.
Yep.
Op having very little trouble with this Powerbomb Guardian fight.
Yeah, well, when you have Light Suit and Boost Ball, it becomes very trivial.
Yeah, Light Suit does make this a lot less painful.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, Powerbomb Guardian is our Echo Visor.
Okay.
Wow, that's a huge plus for Op, because he's literally Dark Visor from Go mode right now.
Yeah.
Now, granted, Kirby's got to do this anyway, so he's gonna get that Echo Visor.
It's just a matter of when he does it.
Right.
Which, considering he's in Sanctuary right now, I don't believe that's going to be anytime soon.
Oh, you want to know what could be the icing on the cake to all of this? Dark Visor and Sand Cash.
That would be disgusting. Oh, that would... Ugh.
I mean, it could happen.
It could, but I don't like it.
Yeah, Powerbomb and Storage C. Thanks, game. Getting a Grapple Guardian fight from Op now.
So he's scanning it not because he wants the lore. I mean, the lore is nice and all, but you can't lock onto the weak points in the second phase without scanning Grapple Guardian. I believe that they fixed that in the trilogy version.
I'm not sure. He's also really weak to Sunburst.
Yeah. Spider Guardian becomes a really easy fight with Spider Ball, by the way. So actually, while we're here, you'll notice Kirby's not using these spider checks, and that's because until you beat Spider Guardian and get his item, that's just an image. It's just the first and last set that are actual spider tracks.
Yeah, it's really strange. And one minor downside for Kirby is that he is out of power bombs, which can, in the randomizer, instantly stun That is the first time I've seen someone get yeeted back into the corridor, by the way.
I've never seen that before, yeah.
But yeah, going back on Spider Guardian for a second, if you power bombed him in vanilla, you would outright kill him and you'd soft lock because you still need to get rid of the electric fences here. But in the randomizer, that is patched to now only bring him to maximum stun.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I actually didn't know that. That's good to know.
So yeah, as far as intel is concerned, I mean, our boss obviously has the...
What would really be real icing on the cake and make this a good race?
Go on.
This is Spider Guardian here had Dark Visor.
That would be nuts. Yeah, now Kirby is also missing one of the Agon keys. I'm trying to remember which one it is. He's about to get the other one here.
Where was the other one?
I don't think it was Crossroads. Plaza Access. Thank you, Bellator.
Yeah. Never lucky. Oh well.
Thank you, chat.
Alright. So what's the plan now, Kirby? Go and get your Amber?
Pretty safe plan, yeah, because he can't fight, I'm sure he's not going to gamble Dark Samus well, he knows Dark Samus doesn't have Echo, so...
Yeah. I guess he just wanted to try and style?
Yeah, try a roll jump. Gets an extra cheeseburger, though, and watch station access.
Op is giving the game his gratitude.
The boost ball can be found in Torvis Bog. Thanks, game.
Speaking of which...
Go on.
No, I meant speaking of which, because of the thanks game thing. Op got the Emerald Translator hint, and then immediately after Kirby got the boost ball hint.
Yes, Aster, the Luminoth Hollow projectors, there's actually 3 ways to get hints. One is the Luminoth Hollow projectors. The second is the dead key bearers. That will tell you what their ink cache in their Dark World room has. The third is scanning the Sky Temple key holsters for your Sky Temple key locations. So yeah, there's a lot of ways to get intelligence in this game.
Too bad sometimes it comes from dumb seeds.
Case in point. Just a missile tank in Watch Station. Now
Fun fact, by the way, you can actually unmorph inside of that pipe that Kirby just came out of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything, but you can unmorph in there if you're like spamming X.
That is a dark ammo tank at the top of aerial training site. I'm sure he's going to check the force fielded item.
Looks like a missile.
Yeah, it's not Dark Visor.
I wonder. It makes sense because he decided to check the item. I was about to ask why he did this instead of just screw attacking over Grand Abyss, but
I'm not sure, but it feels to me like after checking the 2 items in aerial training site that it might actually be faster to go back through the portal in aerial training site and then do Grand Abyss by screw attack. I gotta test that. It feels like that should be faster, because then you can just screw attack to the top of Grand Abyss and just keep going. You don't have to jump back up the two platforms here. Yeah, Op's leaving energy tanks behind. He knows he doesn't need them.
Yeah. Kirby about to get his Amber translator.
Yeah, this is a pretty late Amber translator.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, lucky bonk.
Yeah, luckily that was kind of a low bonk, and it was off the boost ball slot instead of off the screw, the little gizmo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, getting hit with the instant morph shenanigans.
Alright, so Op, I think he's done with Torvis, because I think he's checked pretty much everything. I don't remember if he's...
check the Alpha Blog item?
I know he at least checked the 2 Under Temple items in Powerbomb Guardian, and Under Temple Access was a missile. I don't know if he checked Alpha Blog.
Okay.
I'm sure Op's very happy to see that hint.
Yeah.
And yeah, Op doesn't
Alpha
know.
Blog was a light. Okay, Alpha Blog was a light expansion.
Okay. Thanks, chat. So Kirby has stopped for a minute.
Probably.
He's going back through the elevator.
This will take him back to where? Was it
Torvis Quadrant elevator. So this is going to take him to Great Temple.
Okay.
And with Amber in tow, he can check the elevator, the Torvis Gate elevator. Which, actually, the only place I think that can take him is... Well, actually, there's three places it can take him. Sank Spider, Sank Entrance, or Temple Transport Amber.
That's the first time I've seen that Pirate Bombardier not get killed by Screw Attack.
Oh, actually, you know where this elevator could also take him to? Well, no, it can't take him to Temple. So yeah, this is either going to be... Yeah, Temple Transport Amber. Or one of the other two Sank elevators.
Temple Transport Amber.
So yeah, that actually does not help him.
No. He can check the other Temple Transport elevators, though. He has all 4 visors now.
He does, but the only thing is that crystal switch here is still down.
He can...
Yeah, he just realized.
I guess he's not doing the wall crawl to get around that. There is a very... I mean, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's not too difficult either. It's the only tricky part about it is getting the transition.
So I think the only 2 elevators we haven't seen yet are Sank Spider Side and Sank Entrance, and those have to be connected by the Agon Quadrant elevator or the Sank Quadrant elevator. So we pretty much have an idea of where the rest of our elevators lead us.
Okay.
I would actually wager his next stop is the Agon Quadrant elevator, because that's going to take him to Sank.
I would
actually right now.
I would actually at this point check Temple Assembly site.
I think he's heading in that direction because in doing so, he'll also be able to check the Agon Quadrant elevator and Temple Grounds, which should. I think he wants Sank entrance right now, because that elevator to Sank entrance is our only way to get that item at this time.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what he's doing. Actually, he might make a quick trip into the Dark World. Yeah.
Yeah, throw in a Plane of Dark Worship check while you're at it. Makes sense.
Yeah, hour 30 minutes in, and this is our first visit to Temple Assembly site.
You know what the funny thing is? We should have technically been here at the start of the game because of that convoluted logic chain to power bombs.
Yeah.
Not necessarily Plane of Dark Worship, which is only a dark tank, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are 4 items and well, the hint's going to be trash because we know Dark Visor can't be behind an ink cache.
Yeah. I think we saw that hint earlier too, anyway.
The reliquary hint? Did we?
A cursed lake.
I'm talking about reliquary.
Oh. No, I don't think we've seen a reliquary hint yet. Oh, there's Dark Burst.
Oh, that's a dark item, but not the one we're looking for.
Yeah.
So, you might notice Kirby took a little bit of random damage there. Dark Visor in Temple Assembly Site. And we were supposed to have that from about 10 minutes into the race.
Jeez.
So that does put us in the chat and here at home in no mode.
Yep.
All Kirby needs to now go do is fight Powerbomb Guardian, and then that's going to be, that is going to be his go mode.
We still need the last, Agon key.
We have it. Because it was in Dynamo Works.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Awp is missing the Dynamo Works key right now. Kirby is missing the Torvis Plaza key.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Kirby. You actually have to now blast the thing open.
Mm-hmm. It's on the right layer now.
Yeah, because Awp did this earlier, but Kirby did not.
It wasn't even that. Awp just reloaded the room and it re-entered.
Yeah. That's what I meant to say. Awp reloaded the room. Kirby did not.
Yeah. Ing Reliquary has an expansion.
And there's the Sunburst.
So now we know where all the charge combos are.
And Awp's checking through his hints real quick, because... Oh. Okay, there was Annihilator.
Alright.
Now Kirby can save way more than 3 seconds on Emperor Ring 1.
Yeah. And to be completely fair, Sanctuary Spider's side is this elevator.
Okay, so that means that the Sank Quadrant elevator in Temple Grounds will take you to Sank Entrance.
Yeah.
Sonic Boom, by the way, is in Crossroads. I just remembered.
Yep. Awp is double checking his hints.
I think he's having trouble trying to figure out where Dark Visor could be.
Yeah.
Or the last Agon key. But yeah, at this point, we now know what our remaining shopping items are for our runners. So Op needs to go back to the temple to get Dark Visor, and somewhere along the way go to Dynamoworks to pick up that key. Kirby needs to pick up that key and then defeat Powerbomb Guardian. His Torvis Grove key, I should say. Not Grove, Torvis Plaza access key, and then defeat Powerbomb Guardian, which it's a little more like more optimal for Kirby because at least both of those are in the same, neighborhood.
Yeah, the problem is he going to go back to Torvis anytime soon?
Well, this elevator, let me see.
This takes him to Agon. I'm pretty sure it takes him to Agon.
It does, you're right. Yeah, if he wants to go to Torvis from Agon, he would have to go to... He could take either elevator. Oh, no, the other elevator would take him to...
I'm expecting him to
Agon
go
Temple.
I'm expecting him to go to Mining Station A. Or at least that general direction.
Well, oh, he's checking hints. Kirby likes to do this.
Yeah.
Actually. Oh, the light beam is an abandoned worksite. Thanks, game.
Thank you, game.
There's been a lot of that this seed. Like, normally the hints are not this bad. During the tournament, they've actually been fantastic.
Well, they had to go arise at some point.
Oh, and to be fair, we're playing with wildly different settings by comparison to tournament. So, also, I missed... Oh, never mind. He's just Op's just getting Feeding Pit. It's a Powerbomb tank.
I mean, there's not a whole lot it could be at this point.
Yeah, we've actually found all the trackable items.
Well, there's still 2 more ETMs.
Oh, the Dynamoworks hint. That Red Temple Dynamoworks hint is Amber Translator locked.
Wow.
If Op learns about the key via that hint, that is going to be so unfortunate.
Oh. Oh, jeez.
That grapple swing hint is for the Annihilator beam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about those particular joke hints that tell you a fake item is at a location. It still points to a non-expansion. Like, it can be either a suit, something else trackable, or a key. But yeah, this is something we saw Kirby do in the last seed, in his first seed as well, as he really played for hints. Because they did give him good intel in the past.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea at all.
Yeah, Kirby's going to get this key that Op had the advantage on him for some time. And let's see if we can thanks game this hint while we're at it. Nope.
Dark Torvis Arena.
That was a Torvis key.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the one. That was the Dark Torvis key for Boost Guardian, wasn't that?
Yes. So yeah, unfortunately, the actually that I believe is all of our hints.
Is it?
Because Kirby's checked... I think, actually, no. No, Kirby checked Energy Controller, so yeah. I believe he's checked all of the Cobalt Translator hints. We've seen all the Emeralds and Violets for sure. And Kirby's shown us all the egg.
There's an Amber hint over here in the Energy Controller.
That's the last one, I'm sorry. And we've seen all of our boss and Umos hints as well, so this hint could be anything.
Yeah.
The suit.
Wow.
Again, thanks game.
Well, okay then.
So yeah, that is all of our hints, ladies and gentlemen.
So Kirby is on his own now. It's just a matter of where do you want to check?
Yeah, I
Kirby
don't...
still has to check Sand Cache, which I imagine that's where he's going to check now.
He's gonna check that, but Sand Cache can't have anything of significance at this point, except maybe well, we know where Sonic Boom is, so yeah, actually, we know where all of our unique equipment is.
Yeah, but as far as Kirby knows, this could be Echo. I mean, we know it's not, but he doesn't know that.
Oh, we got thrown off by the flying pirate.
Oof.
Missiles, yeah.
Yeah, anger shot. Yeah, I don't envy Kirby at all. This is a very this is a very tough spot for him to be in. This is all, what this is coming down to now is who makes the correct decision the fastest.
Well, let me tell you this. Op saw his Dark Visor.
Oh.
So, he is about to be in looking for that last darn red temple key mode.
Yeah. I don't think he got the hint for that.
He did not, because that was Amber. That was an Amber hint.
It's still up in the air then.
Yeah, he... Actually, he has not been in Sank, I don't think.
He hasn't. No, he has not.
Which he's about to be, because he's going to Sank Spider. Which actually is best case scenario, because this is going to put him right next to Dynamo Works.
That it is.
If he actually goes up the elevator, never mind. Oh, you know what? He's going to check...
he's going to check,
this first, and get Annihilator, which is actually not a bad thing.
No, not at all. He's also probably going to check the Reliquary hint, too.
Yeah, he's going to get these just in case there's any, like, safety items. He's going to get Sunburst, which, okay, yeah, it's going to help with Emperoring 1, so it's not a total loss.
I mean, if you ask me, any help on Emperoring 1 is needed.
Oh, absolutely.
That is just, like, the only way that it would be even better is if they throw a cannonball into the item pool.
Well, there is the Death Ball in the multiplayer. I'm wondering if that does cannonball damage.
I don't know.
It's one-hit kill, I know that.
Yeah, but that's not saying much for multiplayer. You don't get, like, 20,000 energy or something.
No, but it's still 100 damage in one frame, so it must still be a lot.
Alright, Op is heading to Sanctuary now.
Alright, Kirby's in Lower Torvis. Which is in the right direction, but he's diverting with his Annihilator Beam in tow to go check Transit Tunnel South. Yeah, if Kirby maintains this path through Torvis, he will eventually go back, hopefully go back up and run into that last Agon key.
Yeah.
I think Op is going to see his first, because he's got to go get his Sky Temple keys out of, the Spider's treasure and all that jazz, but...
That's right, Dark Zero. You can't use bombs during Death Ball, and you can't boost during Death Ball.
Oh, actually, Chad makes a good point. Kirby does also have to go downstairs to get the Echo Visor from Powerbomb Guardian.
Mm-hmm. Like, basically, that's pretty much Kirby's wing con here, is to get that last Agon key and just fight Powerbomb Guardian.
And Kirby does have to fight Powerbomb Guardian, as Dark Zero points out, because it is blocking the Dark Oasis.
That's what he's going to do right now.
Yeah, so this is going to get him half of his go mode here. Annihilator Beam against the ammo fish here for a refill.
I think he's going to. I think he's going this way to check this item first, which is just a light ammo expansion. And
Op deliberately making Cliff decide to take a vacation. Yeah, because for whatever reason, if you fall down in that room, the Dark Metroid disappears. Don't know why, just echoes.
Yeah. Op's also getting 2 keys right here. Alright, Kirby's fighting Powerbomb Guardian now.
So yeah, Op's last 3 keys are, I think, Amorbis, Dark Oasis, and... Airy, that's right. Right! We've still got to go see Dark Samus 2. Now, with Op's equipment, he's going to take a bit of a detour here and go check Hive entrance.
Yeah, this could be the key for all he knows. We know it's not, but...
Right. But yeah, this is a particularly very long check because you have to go all the way to the entrance and then go all the way back.
It's a very large detour. I think this is probably the single most out-of-the-way check in the entire game.
Yeah, and I think he's just triple checking where his remaining keys are. And reminding the audience that one of them is Dark Samus. Unfortunately, I haven't been keeping a Dark Samus tally on my little, sort of required bosses cheat sheet. Actually, come to think of it, is this the first time Dark Samus has been required?
Dark Samus 2?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I know somebody fought him once.
Her.
Or somebody fought her, sorry, excuse me. I know somebody fought Dark Samus 2 at one point. Okay, it might have been required once. Okay, Jagger's saying it might have been in his race.
That Inkcash just giving a Dark Ammo expansion.
Yeah, which I don't think Op is going to say no to. Actually, there has not been a particularly large amount of beam ammunition given so far. It looks like kirbymastah and Op are both only in their 3rd bar of ammo, which means they're only up to 150 max.
Yeah.
So now kirbymastah's just actually noped out of Torvis.
I think he's double thinking himself. Double thinking?
It might be. I mean, he might be thinking doubly hard.
Yeah.
And he's gonna follow through.
So this could be huge for Op, but Op still needs to make the right decision.
Yeah, now Op is actually going upstairs via the dark elevator. Hopefully, remembers to check that check the tunnel and Dynamo works.
Yeah.
When he gets out, he's gonna check the Hive gyro first, because he can reach that now with Echo.
I wonder where Kirby's plan is now.
Yeah.
Sanctuary entrance?
Yes. Is that where he's going? Yeah, I think he's going to Sank entrance. Or wait, where? Which
No, this is
elevator is
Spider
this?
side.
Yeah, he hasn't been to Spider Side, so I guess he's gonna check. Well, he's already been to this area.
Op is checking this last Inghive key check.
Yeah, I'm confused by this as well, because he's been here already. Unless he's going for Sentinel's Path. And he might as well just get Airy out of the way, too, while he's here.
Yeah, no reason not to. Oh... He's probably thinking Gyro Chamber.
Yeah, Gyro Chamber, Sentinel's Path. Alright, good. Op is going left. Hopefully he checks the tunnel.
Hopefully?
He's heading in that direction.
That's the Hive Dynamo Works one. That's a... yeah.
He's scanning the key. And he sees it, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, Op is definitely in no mode. Now, the question is, how is he going to route this out?
I would think the best way to do this is Airy to Spider Guardian, which would be, let me think. Airy to Spider Guardian to, what's Op's last key? Dark Oasis, yeah.
Yeah, Dark Oasis.
And the fastest way there from Sank would be...
Is there a particularly fast way there from Sank?
Let me consult my elevator map here.
So for those that don't know, Dark Samus, despite having dark in her name, is programmed as a creature of the light world, so she is weak to the dark beam.
That was actually a very solid Dark Samus
That was a
fight.
very clean DS2, yeah.
So yeah, the three Agon elevators are Agon Gate, Temple Transport Violet, and Lower Torvis. So I think
Vault side to Lower Torvis to Agon?
well, Vault side takes him to Torvis. Sank Vault takes him to the Torvis Quadrant elevator. Which fastest way would be to just get into a save station and warp to starting location. Yeah, because from there he can go to let me think. He could go from Torvis Entrance to Temple Transport Emerald, which could take him to Agon Temple from Temple Transport Violet. So yeah, actually, yeah, ideally the route would be, save warp, go to Torvis Entrance to get to the Great Temple, and take Temple Transport Violet to get to Pirate Labs.
And just an energy tank there. I can hear the confusion in Kirby's head.
Yeah, I notice Op taking a second here to maybe farm some power bomb. Those crates, of course, stand right next to a charge shot explosion and don't explode. And yeah, he's getting these power bombs because he wants to be able to be a little more efficient with Spider Guardian here. Again, crates invulnerable to splash damage.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Some crates are, some crates aren't. It's really weird.
Echoes.
Yeah. Oh, that's an Inghive key.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, think about it. You need Annihilator Beam to get it.
Yeah. I could hear the excitement in Kirby's voice and then the disappointment as soon as he saw the words Inghive.
Yeah, the problem in Kirby's case is there's nothing to lure him to Torvus Plaza.
Yeah, he's already done, he's already gone and done Powerbomb Guardian, and that was like the best case scenario for him to go up there. I don't see him going back there anytime soon.
Yeah, especially since Ops in Go mode, I would say this is his race to lose at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
Oof, well, Spider Guardian's definitely not helping.
It's his race to lose, and Spider Guardian wants him to lose.
Ooh, is he gonna make it?
Spider Guardian.
Okay, I guess the bomb slot stayed active. I thought the bomb slot was going to deactivate it if he got to the door. And unfortunately for Kirby, he and Op both have to fight a Morbus, and they're both pretty much equally armed in terms of dealing with that.
Mm-hmm. And a Morbus is not the hardest fight in the game at all.
No.
Kirby checking this Hive key check. It's just a light ammo expansion. What is he doing now?
Getting an ammo refill or save warping?
Is there a save station here?
Yes, there is. Both light and dark room versions of that save station exist.
Okay.
Unfortunately, these spank weeds are not exactly cooperating.
Neither is the boost angle off of that either.
There he goes. This is actually good because it'll put him right next to Torvus Plaza.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a save warp. Now, what does he do here? This could make or break it for Kirby.
It's actually... Okay, he has opened the bridge. Never mind. He is exploring Dark Torvus first.
I don't blame him. I would probably be doing the same thing in his position. Especially since there's these checks that he can do now.
I'm actually surprised, considering the last key was there, that neither runner attempted the Dynamoworks tunnel skip. Because there's a couple ways you can get into that particular tunnel.
In Kirby's case, Spider Guardian could have still had something.
Fair.
And in Op's case, he probably just doesn't know it.
Yeah, it is a hard trick, to be fair. I mean, heck, every time I try it takes me 15 minutes until I finally get it. And that's me using the screw attack method.
So Kirby is going to jump out of portal chamber again. How close does this put him to Torvis Plaza?
Let me see. Depends on which direction if he goes. If he goes to towards Forgotten Bridge, good. If he's not going towards Forgotten Bridge, it's going to take a while. And this is not Forgotten Bridge.
No, it is not.
He's going to the elevator. Oh, or not. He's safety saving first, I guess, but he's eyeing the elevator.
He's thinking. He's staying in Torvis.
To answer your question, chat, the trigger for Spider Guardian to spawn in the beginning, to start with, you have to, it's in the room where you activate the 2 quads. When you go to the upper side of Sank from Spider's side, the trigger is near the Dark Beam door somewhere. It's a really weird trigger for activating Spider Guardian, but apparently that's what it is.
Looks like Kirby's going, well, he bonked, but...
Yeah, it's Dynamo Works. It is the same room technically, but it's basically a different section of the room.
I think Kirby is heading toward Torvis Plaza.
He's heading in the right direction for sure, because this will take him to Forgotten Bridge.
Shoutouts to accidentally going out of bounds there, by the way.
Oh my.
It happened to some, who was it? It happened to someone before. I commentated that race, I remember.
Now here's a fun fact.
Oh, Kirby's right there.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. Now here's a fun fact about Dark Samus. You can bust her out of that Morph Ball attack with any charge hit. Charge Light is actually quite effective in this regard.
Yeah, because it spreads out.
Well, spread out and locks.
Well, that too. Well, I don't blame Kirby for checking this item first.
I mean, routing...
Just don't forget about it on the way back, please.
Dark Samus not being very cooperative right now. Yeah, this is why people do not like Dark Samus 2, ladies and gentlemen. That particular Dark Beam did a lot of damage, though.
Actually, I think Kirby already got that. Yeah, there it is.
Kirby's now in go mode.
Kirby is now officially in go mode. I mean, Op is too. He just... So, let's see. Kirby's already done Ares, so
he's got a Morbus and Dark Oasis.
Dark Oasis, okay. So he just has to haul it to Agon.
Pretty much. So does Op. Yeah. After getting this. Which... Save warping might be the best way to do, because Sank doesn't have an Agon elevator this time around.
Yeah, Kirby's like right next to an Agon elevator. No, Kirby got them, but he writes them down on a notepad, so when he got them, he just immediately,
soft reset.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's going to go to the... He's going to take the route I predicted. Torvis entrance to Temple Transport Emerald to Temple Transport Violet, which will take him to Agon Temple.
So this is definitely a close race. I'd say it's only probably about a couple minutes.
Yeah, strap yourselves in, folks, because this can get interesting real fast once both runners get their 9th key.
Mm-hmm. It'll depend on Empering execution, Dark Samus execution, and just execution of the route to get over to Sky Temple in the first place. And then, of course, there's always the chance that Dark Samus 3 decides, I'm going to go into the center.
True. Yeah, and Op is in a good position to save warp, but yeah, I would actually agree with you that Kirby is a bit ahead here, just because of positioning.
Yeah, definitely. That was really, really good positioning for Kirby's last Agon key.
Yeah, I think what happened was with Seekers in tow, Op was able to check a few other things that Kirby kind of passed over on his first trip. And it kind of slowed him down a little. Op was also real late getting to Sank.
So it looks like Kirby's going to do Dark Oasis first, and yeah, this routing makes sense.
Yeah,
because he can completely makes sense.
He can just go to Warrior's Walk.
Yeah.
The next $1 million question is, how does he get to the temple from to the Great Temple from there? Because oh wait, no, he could just take the Agon portal elevator, because that'll take him to Agon Gate. So
yeah,
he's gonna have to walk all the way around to the Torvus portal, but I think that's still faster.
What's the what was it? Agon entrance leads to
Agon Gate. Not entrance. Sorry.
Yeah.
The
Agon Gate leads to Sanctuary entrance elevator, right?
Agon.
I mean, not elevator, but it's like puts them right next to GFMC compound.
That elevator is actually in Torvus.
I thought that was.
Yeah, the Torvus Temple elevator takes him to the GFMC elevator.
Oh, okay.
The Agon transport access elevator takes him to the Agon Gate in Temple Grounds.
So, get the last Sky Temple key, save warp, and then take that elevator, and you're right there?
I think actually that is another fast method too. In fact, that might actually be the fastest. Kirby showing off that Amorbus does in fact give Sonic echoes during this fight. And with more than 60 light beam, this fight is pretty much free.
Yeah.
Yeah, optimally you want either 60 light ammo or the equivalent of 12 super missiles.
So Kirby is showing off a little skip here. This is going to... It's going to keep a third one from spawning in the last phase, but he has to be careful not to do this for the final phase, because otherwise he risks soft locking. I think the specific timing is that he wants to wait until the first one lets go of the orb in the middle.
Yeah, once that first Amorbus burrows completely, then he can kill the second one.
Oh, well, missing a shot is a good way of doing that.
Yeah, I mean, better than nothing, right? Better than soft locking. For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And that is Sky Temple key number 8 for Kirby. And here's a little trick here. Dark beaming one of those Agon crystals does, safe zone crystals, actually does kind of give it a slightly larger hitbox, making you able to space jump to the top of the Agon Temple.
Works in Troji version, by the way.
Ooh, that I did not know. Oh, just released from the orb. Okay.
Okay, so Kirby is Going to get Dark Oasis now. Probably headed immediately to the save station to save Warp. And head right to GFMC compound. Op definitely picking up that Sonic Boom. That's definitely a required item.
I mean, to be fair, it is the secondary validator.
Yeah. We've actually only seen one ETM this entire seat, haven't we?
We've seen two. One in Wind Chamber, the other in... We've seen two ETMs.
Have we?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I have no idea where the third one is. Probably in Cache 2. Oh yeah, Defiled Shrine. Thank you, Diggle.
Okay.
And Bellator.
That is Kirby's 9th Sky Temple key. And now he just has to make it to Sky Temple. So... yeah, now we'll see how Kirby routes this out. Is this? I wonder if this is actually the optimal route.
Well, this would take him to the temple.
And is there a way to...
Well, actually, Temple Transport Amber takes you to the Torvis Gate, I think.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely faster than what I mentioned before.
Because it puts him right in front of right around the corner of the portal.
Yeah.
Smart Browning.
Yeah, very smart. Smarter than me. So, Ops still has to fight a Morbus, correct?
Yes, he has to fight a Morbus and do, well, actually, all he has to do is fight a Morbus. He just got the,
he just got Dark Oasis.
Dark Oasis key, yeah. I just realized these two runners are going to kill me because I generated the seed. Well, to be fair, all they had to do was fight a Morbus and Spider Guardian at least, but...
Kirby's going to curse you out for the Airy. We weren't able to get it, Bash.
Yeah, it was like 719, 720, and we didn't have a seed.
Hey, look at it this way, Bash. You can't be blamed for this.
Yeah, I was about to say.
All right. Kirby making his way to Emperoring now. It's all good, Bash. Okay, so because Kirby has Sunburst, you guys are actually going to get to see use of a beam combo other than super missiles.
Yeah,
so
well
the fact that Sunburst is so slow actually gets used to good advantage here. So you can get a Sunburst off switch over to Annihilator and be able to just completely decimate Emperor Ing 1.
Yeah, it's incredibly effective. Sunburst, I think, does 33% of his health.
Something
maybe a
like
little
that,
more.
yeah. It's a lot. And then Annihilator Beam is Annihilator Beam.
Yeah, way faster DPS than super missiles. Because I think you can deal 8 shots per fire 8 times per second, which is a grand total of 12 times 8. That's 94 damage per second compared to super missiles only doing 180 per shot.
And Emperor Ing 3 has these invisible heals that are vulnerable to screw attack, which is why he's getting pushed like that. And it's actually doing damage to him. And screw attack does, what is it, 36 damage a frame?
Yep, 36 damage per frame.
So
that was a beautiful Emperor Ing 3.
It was a really good Emperor Ing 3 fight.
Apparently it has something to do with the original programming, or the original concept for Emperor Ing 3, that he was going to have shields.
Yeah, the theory is that it was just something in development that was removed, but they forgot to remove the hit detection for it. Those heals are not present in the trilogy versions, so they removed that before we even found out about them. So Kirby is going to fire 25 Annihilator shots and what? Oh yeah, no, he uses Dark Beam for Dark Samus Force Skip, doesn't he?
What's the difference between Dark Beam and a missile?
No, so he's going to use Screw Attack here, but he's going to be like using charged Dark Beam shots as if it's like Dark Samus 2.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not. It's a little slower, I think, and more susceptible to RNG, but he might find it easier than just the Screw Attacks.
It's actually like doing a lot of damage.
It does. She's still a creature of the of a light world. So yeah,
and that is gonna do it.
That's a very nice Dark Samus 4 skip, and kirbymastah finishes in first place with an official SRL of 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 25 seconds.
Fantastic race overall.
Yep. Same cannot be said about the Seed, but they did what they did their best with what they were handed.
Absolutely. Yeah, there were advantages to both players' routes too. Op going to get Seekers early helped him alleviate that check for later. And we're joined.
And here he is.
Hello?
Airy?
Airy.
Airy.
Airy. Yep, that's how it be sometimes.
So, was your mind blown when you saw the power bombs in Storage C?
So, when I got my first power bombs, I was thinking, okay, I need to be a little bit careful with my power bomb requirements, because I don't know if you talked about this, but the logic assumes you have power bombs only have the main power bombs.
We did touch upon that, yeah.
Yeah, and then I took an elevator that required power bombs. I was a little bit fishy about that. And I kind of committed a little bit, because just Agon's really dense. And then I found the main power bombs. I'm like, okay, I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, actually, it's funny you mentioned us touching on that, because we spent like a good half hour or something trying to figure out what the logic wanted you guys to be able to go to Agon.
My brain was still focused on the elevators and what to do, that I still was not thinking about logic. I don't even know if Annihilator was required.
It wasn't.
No,
or Amber.
It wasn't.
Neither was Amber, yeah.
Okay, so... Oh well.
So yeah, what the game was expecting you to do was to go get your Seekers and Light Beam and your Spider Ball from the temple. Spider Ball and Violet Translator from the temple, because Torvus Entrance took you to Great Temple.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Then you have to backtrack all the way around Torvus again to go to the Torvis Temple elevator, which takes you to the Sank Gate, to the GFMC elevator. You have to activate the door and screw attack through it on a second reload.
I was not sure about that. That's why I was making all these convoluted routing around Temple Grounds.
I want to point out, Dark Zero was saying that you can just space jump over it.
Okay.
Okay, well, now I know. Today you learn.
But yeah, you were... Well, he's talking about the gate after that, the one where you scan the thing and the two gates behind him go down.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you screw attack through that gate. You go all the way to the the Agon side of the Great Temple to go to the Agon gate elevator, which takes you to the Agon portal elevator to transport access, and then you can go all the way through to go get your super missiles in Junction Site.
Mm-hmm.
It's very convoluted compared to the path that you guys actually took.
Yeah. I'm guessing AWP also did a little bit of sequence breaking. Well, I don't even remember how I got to Agon.
He went to go get his secret missiles rather first.
Okay.
Because he went to the temple, to Torvis Temple. Also, he validated his run.
Oh,
by getting the ETM in Defiled Shrine.
So I should have gotten the ETM in Wind Chamber. Dang it. Dang it.
No. So Ops Go mode was actually the Dynamo Works Agon key, while your Go mode item was the Torvis Plaza access key.
Oh my god. So if you're wondering what... Okay, when I got Echo Visor from the main Powerbomb Guardian, and my first mistake was forgetting that Dark Oasis required being main Powerbomb Guardian, which is why I kind of went into Agon before I was like, oh crap.
Oh.
Time to go back to Mining Plaza. And then my second mistake was after I got Echo Visor, I thought I got complacent and thought I was in Go mode. So I skipped everything in Lower Torvis to go straight to Sanctuary.
You forgot about the last Agon key.
Yeah, I forgot about the last Agon key. And like, right by the time I finished area, I'm like, oh, wait a second. I still have a Mortis left. Crap.
Yeah, Op generally played pretty well. His only hiccup is he took a really long time to get to Sank. So
yeah. Sanctuary is janky. All the elevators from Sanctuary went to Temple Grounds. You just have to find the right Temple Grounds elevators.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Holy cow.
I mean, I didn't go through the Sacred Path elevator, but the only option left was Sanctuary entrance. And I was considering going there if I still haven't found Echo Visor or Agon Key, because I already beat Spider Guardian, so I can get the hint there and the Cobalt Hints and the item there. But then I found Echo Visor, so.
Were you disappointed when none of the Amber Hints helped you out?
I was sad.
Because, yeah, we had a lot of Thanks Game hints today.
Drinking water is apparently very important.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
But, yeah, I guess... Looking at the stream right now, I guess he didn't get Amber at all.
No.
Well, he didn't.
Yeah, his first trip to Sank was to Sank Spider Side, actually, from the temple, and that got him access to the last Agon key. That was his Go mode. How about the usual Hazing Cliff Culling Chamber always having progression?
Yeah, how convenient.
I've got to remember to...
Yeah, Jaggergy was right. Because I think I did get a hint that says a red temple key is in Torvis. I'm like, well, I got one from Boost Guardian, so that's not useful. But maybe I should have tried to do a better, thorough job of cleaning up Torvis earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all in hindsight.
Yeah, all in hindsight. And you did the best you could with what you had, which this seed didn't really want to give you a whole lot, like in the mid game.
Yeah, early game it gave you pretty much the Agon, the early Agon, you know, obviously non-super missile and annihilator lock, but pretty much the full Agon care package.
I got like everything early game. Yeah, that was interesting.
Because you had what? Secret missiles, bombs, boost ball, light beam, and then spider ball in Temple Grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Not Temple Grounds, Great Temple.
All the suits too. The hints for the gateway was really convenient.
Yeah, Op routed in his light suit pretty well as well. Both of your light suits were the Wind Chamber Gateway ones.
I see. Wait, where was Dark Suit again? I don't remember.
Dark
Mining
Suit was
Station
at
A.
the top of Mining Station
Oh,
A.
that spider. Yeah, okay, that one.
Nice early, with that power bomb tank in Great Temple. Yeah, nice early Dark Suit.
I thought that powerbomb tank was Amber Translator, so I was disappointed actually, because they're both kind of orange.
Yeah, they have the same kind of lower model too.
Oh, Op was going for Dark Samus 4 skip, but he got centered.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Ooh. Yeah, he really wasn't that far behind now I think about it.
No, he wasn't.
A one different routing decision would have caught him up. Really.
Yeah.
Oh, that is disappointing, being centered.
Yeah.
So yeah, as Jagger G in chat is saying, so turns out I ended up rolling the C for you today, not Bash. I guess he had one, but we didn't get it in time.
And then you got us Airy.
Yes, I did. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. On the bright side, it wasn't an all bosses required C.
I have not gotten any of those yet, and I hope I don't anytime soon.
Wow, that is some bad DS4 luck.
DS4 is a pain in the butt.
You still got the skip. I gotta hand it to you. I can't get that consistently.
There are times where Dark Samus can just say, screw it, and it goes to the center. I think my first starting race against Mighty Caesar, she just went to the center.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been keeping a tally of, like, bosses required over the tournament so far. So far, I've got 4 Spider Guardians, 2 Dark Samus 2s, 3 Amorbis, 3 Chicas, and 1 Quad, but that match ended up having to be redone.
Yeah,
although that match also had Chica in it, so...
Not very much with Rexus in general.
Yeah, surprisingly. Plenty of Spider Guardian, though.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember if power bombs work on Spider Guardian in the randomizer?
Yes, they do work in the randomizer.
Okay, I did not remember.
They
They
give him max stun instead of just outright killing him.
Yeah, okay. Because I did not remember if that change was still in or not, and so I didn't want to risk myself.
I can't blame you. I would have just done it normally as well.
Although I had 0 power bombs. So.
I mean, yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, Op actually went to go grab a few power bombs before that fight.
Yeah, that would have saved him a lot of time then.
It saved him a couple minutes on it, yeah. It's really, the sooner you can get to the 4th side, the better. The 4th phase, the better, because that fight's consistent every time, pretty much, with Spider Ball.
Yeah, I mean, the 2nd and 3rd phase, I have semi-consistently. I mean, kind of consistently with the speedrun 100%, but they're still.
That is GG for GG. Op, and he is finished with a time of 2 minutes, 22 seconds, 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 20 seconds in SRL time.
Very nicely played.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of want to watch this back and see what Op did. He really wasn't that far behind, so.
No, your routes actually were really different. I mean, there were some similarities, but there was quite a bit of divergence.
Kind of curious to watch this back.
And there he is.
Hey.
Airy.
Airy.
What about it?
Airy.
Yeah, I knew it would be something there since I'm missing Kirby, but that Agon key though.
Yeah,
Agon key. That was insulting.
Apparently, both of our Go mode items were Agon keys. Yours was the Spider Guardian one, and mine was the one in Dwarvis.
Oh my! I just realized there was an Agon key in every different part of the world.
Yeah, they are pretty spread out.
It just clicked.
Wasn't there?
It just clicked.
I'm used to playing randomizers without randomized elevators, and usually the Agon keys are pretty close together. Like,
yeah,
all 3 of them in like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I was telling Kirby, Do you want to know what the logic was expecting you to do to get main power bombs?
What?
So,
Here
both
we
of
go.
you, I think, went the same way to get the power bomb tank in Transport A access for your first power bomb, so you can take the elevator to Agon Temple. So the game was expecting you to get your Agon care package in Torvis.
I like that.
Because it had, light beam, secret missiles, bombs. You were then expected to go to Great Temple from Torvis entrance to get your Spider Ball and Violet translator and Emerald translator. You then had to go back to Torvis, go all the way around to the Torvis Temple elevator, because you can get there now with Emerald translator and secret missiles. That elevator takes you to the Agon Gate in Temple Grounds. Not the Agon Gate, excuse me, the Sank Gate in Temple Grounds in front of GFMC. So then you had to do all the fancy stuff with the door in front of GFMC that you can screw attack across, because that is expected in Trivial. And then
wait, which door? Which door? Screw attack.
The first, the one at before GFMC compound that kind of just bobs up and down a little bit when you scan it the first time.
The gate, yeah.
That one. Yeah. Then you go do that, go all the way to the Agon side of Temple Grounds. The Agon Gate elevator takes you to the Agon transport access, where you now do Agon to do your sweep for super missiles and go to Storage C.
It's really convoluted so far.
It took me a while to figure that out, but it made sense in the end.
Not really.
When I got the Powerbomb expansion, I'm like, well, I shouldn't break logic with this, but then again, there isn't much for me to do if I go back to Torvis, I think. So I'm just gonna go in and see what I can do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what you could have done in Torvis. Yeah, you can't access lower Torvis without super missiles. You could have done some upper Torvis. Actually, not much upper Torvis stuff. Actually, yeah, you couldn't get out of Forgotten Bridge because you wouldn't have access logical power bombs.
Yeah, I was really worried about upper Torvis for a while or dark upper Torvis, because I hadn't checked any of that. And it's usually always bound to have something. Turns out I didn't really need to, I guess.
Yeah, Dark Torvis Arena only had a vanilla.
There.
It only had like a French vanilla key and a missile tank, I think.
It was a light tank.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, okay, I want that.
You mean Boost Guardian? Yeah, there was no way I was doing that.
I think in the Speedruns Live channel, and I were like, okay, I hope that we don't start in Dark Torvis.
You were, yeah, I remember that conversation.
Then of course we start there, but luckily we didn't have to fight Boost Guardian first.
Yeah, like you got Screw Attack, and your first item in Meditation Vista was Boost Ball, so you can get out of Torvis Grove.
Oh my god, that Meditation Vista!
I was praising the Lord with that. Oh my god!
I was literally down to what, 11 health, 9, something like that.
Yeah, we saw that.
I was down to like 20 as well. The pirates, I forgot how scary the pirates were. If you don't have any health.
I didn't even take damage from the pirates. I was just screw attacking and failing, missing the platform. Yeah. Then I had to wait I had to go in the portal, wait in the light bubble, just refill my health.
It's all right. When I'm checking my Sky Temple hints with 2 E-tanks and Various Suit, I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get in a habit of being more aggressive with checking the Sky Temple key hints, but saving beforehand, so I can just save scum it.
This seed really did not let you do that, though.
Yeah, I think I tried to save scum like 2 or 3 times. I don't know if they were really worth it or not, but worth experimenting with.
Yeah.
And today I also learned you can scan the item in War Ritual Grounds behind the Dark Visor door.
Yep.
War Ritual Grounds? Yeah, I didn't know that, so I was concerned that you couldn't. And then once I scanned the thing in the back, I'm like, okay, I can scan the key. And then
the Dark Visor Secret Missile lock door right before Sky Temple.
Didn't I scan that? I think I did.
You both scanned it.
You did.
Yeah.
And it was a Torvis key?
It was a Torvis key.
I thought so, yeah.
Oh, and speaking of Agon keys, I was so mad when I found that one in Lower Torvis.
Me too. I did the
Oh,
I'm like, okay,
gathering call
I'm
key,
feeling good about doing the skip. Let's see what kind of key it is in F.
Yeah, there was another Inghive key that you got like while you were searching for that last Agon key. It was in Sanctuary, I think.
Probably, I don't remember.
Me neither.
I'm trying to remember where that key was, but I know we saw two
Echo
Inghive
Lock.
keys.
It was behind an Echo Lock.
Sentinel's Path.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
I was so mad. I was so sad.
I never went there, thankfully.
Yeah, because I think at the moment I got Echo Visor, well, you didn't hear this up, but I thought I was in Gomong when I got Echo Visor when I still had one Agon key left. So I just pieced out of Torvis to go straight to Sanctuary. And then when I got to Area, I'm like, oh crap, I forgot. There's an Agon key left. Crap.
Yeah.
So,
You know what?
I was in Sanctuary already. I just decided to just clean it all up.
You know what is really funny about this? Dark Visor was like one of the last couple of items you guys had picked up. If you had followed the logic, you would have had that 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This logic was not good logic though, so
A little hard to read.
yeah.
I was trying to not think too much about reading it just because I wasn't familiar with randomized elevators. Half of my brain was spent just trying to read the chart I was writing out.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you didn't get an Amber Translator.
No, I didn't.
And all the hints were useless, so you saved a lot of time on me with that.
You both saw that it was in Sank Vault, right?
Yeah, I wanted to go for it because I wanted the hints really badly, and then
Yeah.
they were useless.
Well, to be fair, normally the hints are not that bad.
Yeah,
They certainly
Yeah,
played well in your
normally.
first race.
well, yeah, that was certainly something.
It was.
I forgot how fun the elevator randomizer is. I might do these a bit more frequently.
Yeah, pretty fun.
Yeah, the folks at home were absolutely loving that. I will say that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They,
Especially when we put the logic together finally, like 35 minutes in.
I feel like I would
Yeah.
not. If I were trying to follow the logic intentionally, I just would not be able to remember everything.
yeah, I can't blame you on that.
Looks like Dark Zero said since we started with too many early items, it means there weren't as many things to hints left.
That is true.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we saw two of the ETMs, Grand Wind Chamber and Defiled Shrine. We don't actually know where the third valid ETM was.
Yeah, we never saw that, I don't think.
There were a couple places it could have been hiding. It could have been in,
Sanctuary entrance.
Sank
Yeah.
Entrance.
I'm willing to
Yeah,
bet
which
that's
I was
where it
also
is.
worried about, by the way.
I was legit gonna go there if I didn't find Echo Visor after Powerbomb Guardian.
Where was it, by the way?
Sank Entrance was at
Path of
the
Ice. Oh, Sacred Path.
Sacred Path elevator, yeah.
Sacred Path? What's that?
It's the
It's-
one you normally go to in like regular tournament settings. The first
Oh,
elevator you're supposed to go into Great Temple.
Cool.
Well, I didn't actually check it, but I only had 2 elevators unchecked, so it has to be that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a little disappointed. Despite the seat hash, we never saw Quadraxis.
No,
No.
Quad got killed like about an hour in at the latest.
It was
Yeah,
right after we found out a Morbus was required.
I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't be fighting Quad much in the first place, because if I had to get the UMAS item, but not Quadraxis, I would just Quad skip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the early suits definitely help you with that. All right. Well, any more thoughts on the seed before we close out today?
I think I'm good. Thanks
Yeah.
for the race.
GG, that was actually pretty close.
Yeah.
Glad we didn't get super missiles and Torvis energy controller.
Yeah.
I got
Oh, man.
that once. I got that once, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, I technically have to kill Quadraxis and get the UMOS item to get that. Screw it, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go out of bounds.
Yeah, it's gross.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
fun, GG.
Follow the
GG.
runners up and kirbymastah. Follow the tracker Jagger G. He did an awesome job behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
Follow Captain MD. He is the only one that figured out the convoluted mess that was the seed.
Oh my god.
And thanks for that, Kirby.
Oh, thanks. It was a good time.
Um,
I mean, thanks for the follow. You just did.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
Or both, actually. Thanks for both.
But yeah, folks, this is not the end of our Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Tournament action this week. Our next race will be tomorrow morning, actually, Eastern Time, 11 a.m. We have a race of Zoro 303 versus Mighty Caesar 37. That's the next race on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We have Digglewrath versus Clyde. Thursday, we actually have 2 races coming up. Bellator versus THK at 3. And Jagger G versus DCR at 8.
Oh.
All of that in
DCR,
Eastern Daylight Time.
Yes, all EDT. GMT -4.
Look forward to it.
And with that, I believe everything has been wrapped up nicely. If this has gotten you interested, I promise you a lot of Echo Seats are not like this.
Just don't be me and you won't get it.
Well, I mean, some of them, 50% are. Yeah.
To be fair,
we're trying to pull people into the random.
Okay, all right.
To be fair, I rolled
Don't
the
listen to
seed.
me.
To be fair, I told Kirby this, but I did roll a seed, so I apologize.
Sorry.
Yeah. If this has gotten you guys interested in the randomizer at all, the command I use also has a link to the Discord. We will be more than happy to get you set up and everything like that. And with that, I believe that's about it.
I think so. THK, a pleasure commentating with you this evening.
Yep, pleasure's all mine.
And once again, GG to Op and kirbymastah. Thanks, Jagger G, for tracking. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we will wish you a good night and see you next mission.
And thanks to you two for commentating.
Yeah, thanks.
Good night, folks.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.